Blessings to everyone out there in cyberspace, planet, divine Mother Gaia. Today I was thinking about something I would like to share with the planet here, and that is the subject of discernment and intention. Starting at the age of 16, by the time I hit 30 in this location, I had probably devoured or joyfully consumed nearly all of Carlos Castaneda's works, and decades later, the influence that still has on me is intention. Maybe some people wonder why I've been through all the trials that I've been through, and the mental and physical issues and issues with other people, and skirmishes with death several times. And why is it that I didn't get in too much trouble? Well, you see, I've never had very many ill intentions. So with the experiment that many people lost their livelihood or lost their coherence through in the last several years, it was the lack of personal discernment of others' intention that might have caused the individuals and collectives and many people to pass or become sick. Conversely, it is those individuals and collectives who had the ability to discern intention that will survive, particularly if they themselves had good or respectful intentions. Of course, there's a vast range in between. But a real easy way for anyone out there to improve their life is a simple exercise you can do all the time that with my Mercury and Capricorn retrograde I do all the time, whether I like it or not. And that's simply to do your best to take off the black robe before you do it. As Laura Eisenhower has said, the higher octaves of Saturn are self-mastery. And as I said previously, karma and dharma, eventually learning through self-mastery, like such as Yogananda or Castaneda, through their mastery, they were able to help others. So after you can somewhat in your mind do your best in a meditation to let go of the idea of yourself as the judge, or the Illuminati ritual, or the college graduate, and let go of all these ideas of authority, and then ask yourself about whatever situation, person, thing, or place you're receiving your question in your mind about. Now, what is the intention behind this? What is the intention behind this situation? What is the intention behind this person? What is the intention behind the frequency of the vibration between us now? What is the intention behind the words? My dear friend John Cood, years ago, when he was teaching me, he mentioned to me once, always listen to the tonality of the words. It will help you to discern the person's intention. For example, people who do not respect me, who are sick of me, or annoyed by me, or think that I am over dramatic or going to mess up their business, or any kind of negative prejudice, particularly if they're my friends or acquaintances and they love me or like me somewhat, but in a negative prejudice, when they see me, they will always make a down tone. Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey. Whereas when they're happy to see you, it's, hey, Trey! So through the listening to people's intentionalities and the look in their eyeballs and the fact that they make eye contact with you or look away, through these simple character assessment skills, each and every one who is listening here could potentially learn. Again, while simultaneously doing your best to throw out the judge during this time, what is the intention behind this person's action or this situation? And through discerning the true intention, you will understand why the divine human experiment is always going to be, if it's not thought create reality, because we live in this Naziified, alienated system that has used their media to dominate and create alienation and the belief in slavery and fear through the country and the planet. So collectively say you don't see others have free will. Collectively say you don't see others have the ability to think, to make their own choices, to discern. So if you have fixed zodiac signs or conservative friends and family, you start to, over years and months, especially recently, believe or wonder, does free will exist? Well, it exists for those who have the discernment to exercise it. And so through being able to make a healthy guess that's non-judgmental from the neutral perspective of the neutral observer, what does this person want? What does this spirit behind their voice? What does the spirit in this place? What does the alien interface and what does the divine want out of this or me or this person? And when you can come closer to that, you will understand how to stay away from violence, from bad situations, to walk through the eye of a hurricane unscathed. And it is not because you are in judgment or fear. It is because you understood to not step on that landmine that someone intentionally put in front of you. So I hope this helps you, and please subscribe and enjoy, like, and tell your friends if you got anything out of this. And I was thinking about mentioning, I think his name was Harry Brown. He ran for president under the Libertarian ticket when I think before I was old enough to vote. And he, in his book, I read, I remember a portion of it where he said that he was running a small company or corporation in Los Angeles County, and he got some advice from a conscious business friend, and he fired all of his employees and hired them back as independent contractors. And shout out to Dave Rodriguez and David James Rodriguez and my homies in the Freedom Lovers ticket. And because Dave's a brilliant business guy who will not put up with the rubbish of the society in his personal affairs. So point is that even if you had to say earn a living in California, there are ways to do it without being a slave master or without any form of disrespect to yourself or others, if you can learn the particular ways to do it and have the discernment and intent. And so when you can see someone's intent somewhat beforehand, because we are so blessed to be in these vessels, you can somewhat accurately predict whether or not that will be a good or an evil problem. Because all of the good problems, whether they came from the Christ or the devil or your own little me, are the problems where you can learn to repent and not repeat stupid feelings that you were going through, because you succumbed to the lower, the demonic, and you identified the anger, the fear, the depression, and all of those negative intents as your purpose or feeling in that moment, so that when you learn to meditate or learn to simply think and discern for yourself, the power of intention can be a huge factor that can set you free and be a huge tool for you. So may the Great Spirit bless you all and give thanks.